So I recently been driving for Uber, and I picked up a lady this morning, and I usually don't talk because Rob, my husband, says, some people don't want to talk, but I'm a chatter. So she gets in and I ask her how her day is going, and she says, oh, it's going great. And then she stopped. I said, oh, great is good. I said, you on your way to work? She says, yes, I'm on my way to work. And she was a little hesitant, so I just left it alone. And then she said, I'm going through this divorce recently, and my husband just got custody of my daughter, and I have custody of my son. And I was like, wow, okay. And she said, he's given me a really hard time about spending time with her. And she went on to say it's been 732 days today since I've seen my daughter. And I was like, oh my gosh. And she was like, she's 10 years old, and I just really feel like, I need to see my daughter more often. She needs to be with her mom more often. I was like, well, that's definitely true. She needs her dad as well. And she was like, yeah, that's true. And I said, well, listen, I kind of been through the same thing. I got a couple baby daddies and been through the same thing. And she was like, really? I said, yes. And I was like, okay, well, here we go. So she was like, well, so what happened? I said, well, same thing. One of my daughters, she was staying with her dad sometimes, and she got kind of pulled in by the gifts and the I'll do this, I'll take you there. And she was around the same age as your daughter, and she was like, oh my gosh. And I said, yeah. I said, so don't worry. I said, God has her. I said, all as long as you're praying for her every day, God has her. She'll be surrounded by some good people that'll speak life into her. Trust me, she'll be fine. I said, because my daughter, it took her some time, but she finally saw the light and was like, I love my dad, but I just don't want to spend that much time with him anymore, because every time I go there, he's never there. And she said, it's the same thing. My daughter has a person that picks her up from school. He's an attorney. He's never home with her. And I said, listen, don't speak negativity into her. You encourage her, and every chance you get, you encourage her. And she was like, I do. She said, but I've been so angry. I said, that's a part of it. It's okay to be angry. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I started talking to you. I said, I am too, because I like to talk. And she got out, and she was getting out at work, and she said, oh, can I call you sometime? I said, absolutely. She said, I never talked to anybody about this. I said, well, here you go. That was that.